Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, because the new patch has arrived. That's right, the game has some new interfaces in here, which is pretty good, and also this pistol is different for whatever reason. They rebalanced the weapon, so I'm imagining something happened. I'm not really completely certain about what is going on there. I did notice, as I talked to Fidel, because I was looking, oh, why can't I barter with you? What is this? That the dialogue is feeling a lot more comfortable. Comfortable is probably the word. Yeah, comfortable. So I'm looking forward to it. Of course, all the things that we read up until now might be drastically different. Or maybe they're not. I don't know what it's gonna be. I guess we're gonna only be able to judge, or I'm gonna only be able to judge from now on what we're gonna see. But we are inside the Fallout shelter under Krasnoznameni, or rather under the Chamber of Commerce. And there's people in here, and also there's some serious cabbages. Not as in the cabbage can be a word for idiot. That's not what I mean. I don't know. We'll see. But in the sense of the cabbages that are over here, let's see if they fix that. Well, I say fix that because cabbages aren't that heavy. Come on. No, they didn't. That is still 6 pounds worth of cabbages. And did I not open these? I did. Oh, they still make the same noise. This one in particular. No, is it random? It might be random. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, also there's another change that I didn't look at yet. The ability tree. I have 2. That's from the level ups. Yeah, they changed this. They did something. I don't know what they did, but I'm good with that. Let's move on. Let's have a chat with these people. Let's see what this guy says over here. He's not smoking. That's just, yeah. A shabby and shaved man in a blue overall tinkers with a pipe, tightens it up, then takes a few steps back to contemplate his work, rubbing his chin. As he notices you, he gives you a short nod. I'm not gonna pass by. I'm gonna ask what he's doing. The man sighs and crosses his arms on his chest. Fixing the pipes. But these, he makes an imperceptible, threatening gesture in the direction of the door in front of him. But these I can't even find a decent word for them, my bosses. These guys do their best to hinder my work. I make too much noise, they say. The noise distracts them from their work. Work my ass. Yeah, can I ask you some questions? He yawns, and the man yawns in his fist and nods his agreement. Well, that's, yeah. The writer that has joined the team, or at least done contract work for the development team, to have a pass through the translation, as I said before, is the writer of, or at least he has worked for Overhype Studios, the guys from Battle Brothers, and also for Iron Tower Studio. The guys from The Age of Decadence, as well as Dungeon Rats and the upcoming Colony Sheep RPG. They have a name for it. Like, I don't know what the name is, but I'm looking forward to that as well. But he hasn't written. His name is. I said his name wrong before, and I forget his name. But anyway, he hasn't written all of The Age of Decadence. So if you're looking at The Age of Decadence as his work, that's not his whole work. The vast majority of the writing was done by Scott. Scott is his first name. Excuse me, and the vast majority of the work was done by Vince, the head designer and the lead of the group and all that sort of stuff. The lead designer and head of the group, that's what I mean. But he does like long run-on sentences, and he builds them in a very interesting way. If you've ever played and read Battle Brothers, you'll notice that there's some typos in there every once in a while, but that's I get like, it's not a typo. These are not typos. And I'm sorry that I'm just going on immediately about the text, but just because I'm liking the not charisma. What's the word? I like that I notice his hand. That's the word in these texts, and I don't know if he passed through this one, but it feels different, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Have you heard of what the local government is discussing? I don't tell anyone, but I've heard that our leaders are preparing some dirty tricks to play on Paragon, just to tickle them, they said. How? This much I don't know. Yeah, okay. How does it feel here in the bunker? Better than on the surface? Hell knows. Cleaner and drier for sure. Grub is good. I have a roof over my head, a great roof, but I feel so much more freedom outside in the wasteland. Look at that. Look at that. I think it's the first time we see the word wasteland. We usually see wastes, and I'm okay with them saying wastes, but I don't know if I ever said anything, but I'm not sure that's the intended word. Anyway, so I don't know really. I guess people are right when they say the grass is greener in the neighbor's garden. And look at them using proverbs that are not Russian, or maybe they are actually, but this one is an English one as well. Not a Portuguese one. We don't have any of that. We don't have grasses in our gardens. I don't know why. We just don't have that saying. Have you heard any interesting rumors? I've heard a sea has dried out in the east. The climate has gone mad. What happened to our planet? They're still there, interestingly enough. At this rate, we'll soon be extinct. Like those, what's their name? Dinosaurs. Who's the biggest boss in town? Who's behind all this? Our Secretary General, Gennady Nikolaevich. Strictly between us, he's a champion jerk. Even though he tries to hide it, he makes an impression of a lively fellow, but deeper inside you'll find his score is eaten through with worms. I might be wrong, mind, after all. We're not close pals, but this is the impression I have. And Scott does have some interesting experiences, or not experience, interesting expressions is the word. That's why I started talking about Scott before, because he, like, from what I know is from his work in Battle Brothers, and there's some lines there that are sort of offbeat, and it's like different ways of saying the same thing, but they come off as an actual way of saying things and not just, your dislocation needs to be changed, because that is a different way of saying things. It's just, I'm not sure it's correct, or it's a step too far in the direction of artistic freedom. So, I guess I asked all of this, so yeah, I don't know. Yep, let's just have a chat with Fidel, and I'll tell you, what do you know about this part of the wasteland? And I'll tell you the lines I saw. We're in the central wasteland, and again, look at that. Definitely they changed it. Oh man, I never said anything. I definitely said, if you follow my playthrough of Fallout Nevada, they call it the Wastes a lot in Fallout Nevada, and Fallout Nevada was written by, in Russian, the original version. So I picked on it, and I was like, this sticks to me as you calling, the Legacy Hotel instead of the Silver Legacy or something. Actually they call it the Silver Hotel and not even the Legacy. Legacy Hotel would make sense, but they call it the Silver. It's just Silver Legacy. Anyway, it smacks of shortening words, and I picked on that because canonically it's the Wastelands in Fallout, but not necessarily an Atom RPG, but apparently that might be precisely what I was talking about the abbreviation. I'm pretty sure you always said waste. Anyway, that's what the locals call these lands. What they are the center of is unclear, but the area is quite habitable. I'm sure there are worse places, although there are better ones as well, for sure. See, I think Scott has had a hand in all these texts. They feel so dramatically different, so much more comfortable. Not comfortable necessarily for me to read them, because some writers just roll off my tongue, and I can read their text ad lib and just be like, yeah, there's no problem, no preparation whatsoever. But Scott is not necessarily one of them. I have a little bit of difficulty predicting what his words are going to be, because he comes with, every once in a while, I can't believe he let me do this. Every once in a while he comes with, comes off with some words that, there it is, with some words that I wasn't expecting, and that's, it keeps me on my toes, but I like that. Let's have a chat with a middle-aged man that looks like an actor, although I don't know, he's a comedian. He looks very much like a comedian that I haven't recently watched the movie, but I have seen a trailer with him, and it's in, oh, I know, no I don't. That's not him. I don't know. He's a big, tall fellow. Anyway, a middle-aged man walks around the room. And interesting, I didn't notice that the age of that guy was said. Oh no, they took away the age references. I also wonder then, because I thought it was just a quirk of the writers and just be like, oh, they just say the age outright of all the people, or almost all the people. It might be just the way that you speak in Russian in regards to age, and you may not necessarily prioritize. You might have these words, a middle-aged man, but you just don't say it as often. It already sounds weird in Russian, and translation didn't bring it into non-weird territory for English before. Anyway, a middle-aged man walks around the room with an annoyed look on his face. From time to time, he stumbles upon a pig who, oh my god, who grunts indifferently and mumbles something under his breath. As he sees you, he snorts. "What are you doing here? Answer in quickly, and I'm having a terrible migraine." I'm gonna keep a meaningful silence, but the meaning of that might be bad. What is it? Yeah, this is what sort of surprised me last episode. What is a pig doing here? "I'm sorry, is this any of your business? If it's here, that's where it should be. Is it clear? Is our conversation over? Then please do me a favor and leave my apartments before I call the guards." Okay, but I want to ask a couple of questions. "No questions, I'm telling you, I'm suffering from migraine." Okay. I wonder who he is. Can I... "You again? What is it this time?" I can't ask his... Yeah, I can't learn... That's good. I can't learn his name. Anyway. Oh, it's locked. Fidel, get out of there. Let me close that door. He's probably there for a quest later on. I'm gonna wonder, maybe? Let's see. That guy doesn't let me go in there. Well, there's another person over here. I don't know what this button does. It's the inventory button. Right, I never click there. I always go for the eye key. Eye key. Not the eyes. Or the eye. Okay. Probably not gonna let me get that. It didn't. I wonder what the name is of that. Because wastepaper is such a weird word. I always felt it was such a weird word. Because it sounds like, oh, I'm encumbered. Already? Okay. Oh, that's not how you do that. This is how you do that now. Fidel, what's your carry weight? Very carry weight. That's all. Oh, that's your carry weight. That's all? Where was I going with that sentence? It's a fire extinguisher. What is that for? Oh. What? Oh, right. It was there. The waste paper. Some old forgotten papers and documents. Now it's only used for hygiene purposes. I thought it was a newspaper. Aw. They didn't change that name. Can I take that? I doubt it. No. But how if I do... Can you get... Huh. Interesting. Anyway, let's have a chat with this guy. An aged man, and yeah, I might have been right about the whole age thing. An aged man in an expensive jacket meets you with a calming, warm smile. He looks you in the eye, after which he states with a slightly shaky voice, "You are not an average solicitor." I'm not a solicitor at all. Wait. You're mistaken, I'm a solicitor. No, well, he's not saying I'm not a solicitor. He's just saying I'm not an average solicitor. True, I'm an adventurer and a traveler. Yes, seems so. Well, the old man puts the palms of his hands upon his knees, and after a slight gentle cough, he asks, "Can I ask why you came to me?" Well, I'm looking for a job. Can you help me with that? Maybe I can help you out, but first, I need to understand what we are both getting from this partnership. Okay, can I ask you some questions then? Not really sure where that was going. Where are you supposed to be? Alexander Sablin, the head of coal shipments and minor diplomacy. Minor diplomacy, what is that? Oh, right. Okay, this guy's important. I'm gonna say it before I talk to him. I'm here on behalf of the Yashin, or rather, Yashin the merchant from Otrnoi. The old politician lowers his gaze. Yashin? Huh. So how is the old chap? Well, yeah, he's terrible. He's thinking of killing himself. He sadly nods his head. I don't think that Yashin is capable of such measures. It's not in his character, but still I believe it if you say he is not that well off. Still, there is no way for him to get back. The vote was cast, and it cannot be undone. This is how we do things in this city, I'm afraid. which lends credence to the whole criticism of bureaucracy by the people of Krasnos Znameni, because this would be a prime example. Well, not necessarily a prime example, but it would be an example of bureaucracy. It's the focus on the way, on the bureaucracy, basically, on the way of doing things, on there's a word for that, like the pattern. I don't know the name, but it's like they have patterns and they have rules. There's a specific word that's used for that, but anyway, I can't believe it. There has to be a way. No, unfortunately, there's no way for that to happen. You see, even though he does not know this, our friend Yashin crossed the path of a very influential organization here in our city, the Mycelium Scientific Society. They still quote-unquote that, which is interesting. Why did they do this to him? What has he done? Nothing much, as far as I know. The thing is, this society, or cult, has a strange method behind their practices. They randomly pick a wealthy, happy person, and then they do anything to make his life miserable, by all means. Then when that person is reduced to a crying heap, they show him the way. In other words, they make him their agent, ask him to join their ranks, and maybe leave some of his wealth to them. I constantly advised Yashin to come to them when bad things started happening, but he ignored my words, and now, well, you know where he has to live now. Very sad indeed. He looks at you very seriously? Suspiciously. Seriously, yes. I, for one, am a member of Mycelium. I love that unification idea they have. Love it. As do all good people. What can I say? You want to live? You do what it takes. Which seems contradictory. You either are unscrupulous, or you are principled. Well, I guess they can go hand in hand, but not in this sentence. It's like, oh, I'm a member of them. I believe deeply in them. Yeah, what can I say? Even if I don't believe in them, I must be part of them. Or I'm taking that, I don't know. Well, I guess that's that. Let's actually look at our journal. Ooh, right. What? What's that for? Right. I like it. I don't fully understand how. Right, I like it. What is that? Fogalevka. Oh, because I didn't scroll enough. Right, okay. So, hide all. This is what it is. And we have Krasnos Znameni. And we have Otradnoy. We have a lot of other missions. Oh, right, even the old ones. That's why there's a lot of things. The Drunken Lair. They still haven't changed that. I guess that's a funny enough name. Ancient car crash. What? I need to talk to criminals known as Shigurov with a loner named Ricard who lives near the site of an ancient car crash. I didn't know I needed that. Did I? I forgot. Anyway, so we have Yashin's problems were caused by the mushroom cult. I should inform him soon. Yes, I should. And I will. But first, we're going to take care of the coal thing situation. The head of the coal plant says he doesn't get enough fuel. From Paragon? Yeah. Rarely do they send us fuel nowadays. They say it's all because of the bandits and the big roads. On the big roads, not and the big roads. So you can't do anything about the problem? Is that what I should tell the guy back at the plant? No, but what can I do? I can't dispose of all crime in the wasteland, you know, he says. As if disposing of all crime would have consequences that he's not willing to accept. It's a weird phrasing right there. But that gives me an idea. Sablin thinks for a while and then looks at you with a sly spark in his eye. Listen, maybe you could help us all in this situation. If they're so afraid of bandits in Paragon, they probably won't scoff at some help from the friendly city of Krasnos Znameni, right? You're a pretty capable lad, judging by how you infiltrate our bunker. Yeah, well, I suppose thank you for the kind words. Apart from that, you infiltrate, you are aware of this? That raises questions. What exactly do you want? Go to Paragon, speak with Comrade Mambata. It's a weird name. You're gonna figure it out. He is the one who oversees shipments of coal to our city. He could be found in the hull of a ship. they have there, tell this man that you are a representative of our fine town. Also, the common shouldn't be there. The old man smiles at you with a friendly smile and straightens his expensive jacket. I'm sure there will be less attacks on the shipments when the bandits learn people from Krasnoznameni are guarding them as well. And what will I get for the help? I don't work for simple thanks. Don't worry, we can discuss your reward later. This is a formal order of the Chamber of Commerce, thus you will be paid handsomely. Just tell Mambatov, that's his name, you were sent by Krasnoznameni. Do it, and you will serve this fine city well. Okay, I'll even write it down. I need to talk to some Mambatov, says my character. Huh. Thank you, then, I suppose. I didn't even get to ask him the rest of the questions. So, who are you supposed to be? Like I said, yes, I know. Do tell me about this bunker. Ah, our gilded cage, if you pardon the metaphor. Surely it's far more comfortable and safe than the outside world, but still it is our prison where we hide from the simple folk and our various enemies. Oh. Huh. What do you know about the city? A nice city, to be sure. I was here before the war, on business trips, I believe, and I liked it very much. Quaint, simple, calm. Nowadays, it's anything but. How time changes things. Quaint, simple, and calm, and it's anything but. Well, that's one depiction of the city that I mean, it's not that I can't see it, it's just that it's not quite what we hear from other people. And I don't know what he means. Maybe it's because he's down here and it's like, I mean, this is definitely quaint, simple, and calm. And anything above ground would be, I don't know, they make too much ruckus. It is sort of interesting, our gilded cage here. I didn't really think about it. Why is it a prison? We hide from simple folk and our various enemies. Is it just for safety? These guys are paranoid, that's what they are. If they need to live inside of a bunker, inside of a castle, inside of a city. My god. Surrounded by guards as well. But they're probably being depicted as paranoid deliberately. Or by the authors, anyway. So, anything interesting? I heard that one of my colleagues has a pet pig. I have also heard he enjoys talking to it. Well, as much as one can talk to a pig. Well, one can talk to a pig all day long. Yeah, absolutely. You can talk to anything. You can talk to nothing. You can talk to yourself. All the good things. Where is the key? That's the key. Alt key. Different games have different keys for highlighting items, and so I get confused all the time. That's why sometimes you see me pressing the tab key, which centers on character. Anyway, we have good things over here. We have a picture. We have another coded lock. I wonder if the picture has any information. We got glass. I wonder if we can crack it. What? What? That can't be right. It's a good thing we haven't. It's a good thing we haven't. Where was the other one? I think it was over there. It's a good thing we have. I only gained 1 experience point. What? Yeah, we haven't found too many of these. I just thought of it. Like, what if I could, like, logically speaking, we're over-encumbered with all the paper. Logically speaking, we would be able to, maybe I don't want that. No. Cucumber brine cures hangovers. Hangovers? Sorry. Hangovers. Let's see. Where is our... Yeah, we're sort of very over-encumbered right now. And this has to change. Let's drop the potatoes. All of the potatoes. Do I know where the rest of them are? I don't actually. I think maybe over there. The ones that I left behind, like a bunch of cans and all this sort of stuff. Don't know. Yeah, ooh. Why is it yellow now? Oh. Now he tells me what we looked at before. By turning it yellow. I like it. I like it. Not that one, though. Oh, but only if they're empty. Oh, that's... There, that makes sense. That's good stuff. I like it. It's good things. Yeah, good. So many changes. Many, absolutely many changes here. Let's continue looking at this room because it might have good things. He definitely had a bunch of booze inside what's the word for that thing? Briefcase. Is it? Yeah, it is. Sort of that. A bottle with water, a glass, and some other things. Money in specific. What is that? Krasnaya Moskva perfume. A famous USSR brand of cologne made in the Novaya Zarya factory contains more than 60 components. The official description reads, a thin, warm, noble aroma with a hint of flower... No, that's not flower. Fleur d'orange, which you probably know what it means. I suppose... I don't know if that's going to be necessary. That sounds like a very special item. Huh. It also sounds like the end of the episode because we're out of time. So let's continue discovering this new patch next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Atom RPG. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.